Oh, welcome back to not our finest hour. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm Jeff. This is Alex, and that's Nick, and I can't control my arm right now. Oh my gosh. What the frick? Okay, turn it down for a second.
So anyways, we're gonna try to see who can pour the most water from a cup into another cup while this muscle stimulator is going on.
Okay, you gotta start with your arm off of the cup, or else you will squeeze it, and it's gonna.
Okay, you ready? We're gonna put it at.
Why are you talking into my? Just
Put
talk.
it at level 8 to see how it is.
Oh,
Go.
You gotta pour it. You gotta pour it.
Stop it! Oh my gosh!
That's pretty.
Mark
that's
it. Do
pretty
we have a
good.
marker?
We each
Oh, we'll
have
just
our
set
own
them next
cups.
to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Good call on having these Kleenex right here, because that would have gotten all over my laptop.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to level 8. You're not even. You might want to just move your mic out of the way, honestly.
Move it out of the way.
Yeah. Is it doing it?
I feel like my hand's moving.
Okay, maybe he's just different. Okay, you ready?
Feel different. Strong boy.
All right.
Okay, go.
Oh, shoot, you turned it up all the way.
Yeah, he did.
I put it back at 8.
He had it on 13.
You screwed me.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go. Oh my God.
I'm soaked. Gosh dang it. Oh, it's pouring on me still.
Oh, here, let me help. Hold on.
You're such an idiot. He's...
I'm already soaked. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think do a Reddit reaction.
Yeah.
You guys want to do a Reddit reaction?
Yeah, what's
React
the
to Reddit?
subreddit?
Yeah, so the subreddit is Am I the Jerk? Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you.
You are the jerk.
Every
Appreciate
freaking
it.
time.
Oh, okay, Mr. Poop. All right, here we go.
That's true. You are a poopy boy.
I didn't bring up poop. You did this week.
All right, let's go.
Am I the
for it.
jerk? I've been with my wife for about 10 years, married for 7. She deals with a chronic pain condition that flares up pretty bad sometimes. A few years ago, when I got promoted and we were in a better spot financially, I told her to leave her job and focus on herself. She didn't want to at first because she felt guilty, but honestly, it was the best decision we ever made. Her health has improved so much since then. On her good days, she handles most of the house stuff, and on bad days, I pick up whatever needs doing. We have a system that works for us. My aunt cannot stand this. She has been married to my uncle for like 25 years, and from what everyone can see, he's not exactly husband of the year. He never takes her anywhere, doesn't help around the house, is weird about money even though they both work. My aunt complains about him constantly to my mom, but then turns around and takes it out on my wife. Every family gathering, it's the same thing. If I mention my wife started a pottery class, my aunt says, must be nice to have nothing to do all day.
Oh, jeez.
If I mention I cooked dinner because my wife wasn't feeling great, she says, so you're doing everything now. It's been years of this. I usually ignore it just fine. But last Sunday, we were at my parents' for dinner. My wife wasn't there. She was home resting because she had a rough week. I mentioned I needed to leave a little early because I wanted to pick up her prescription on my way home. My aunt literally laughed and said, that girl has you trained like a dog. She's the most spoiled woman I've ever seen. I then responded by saying, she's not spoiled. Your husband just doesn't give a crap about you, and you're taking it out on my wife because you can't deal with that. Am I the jerk?
No, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
If anything, a little tame.
Sounding, yeah, a little tame. Yeah, sounding off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, why would you hate on someone that has like a medical condition that's causing them to not be able to do things?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah. And then they
it's
have
just part
someone
of
that loves
life.
them and takes care of them.
Mm-hmm.
right, like it's just part of life.
Right.
Because she's attacking him and his wife at the same time. Like
Right.
saying,
Totally.
you're being trained like a dog and she's super spoiled.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
shut up.
Right. Most of the time, if you're gonna attack someone like that verbally, it's usually because you don't like what's going on in your own life.
Yeah.
Like if you're taking it out on someone, if you're judging them or doing something like that and talking about how much like, oh, you're like talking badly about them, it's usually because you have some stuff going on in your life that you're not pleased with. And so talking down about them helps you feel better about your situation.
Totally.
Makes you like, oh, it's not so bad.
You're a therapist. What's your take on this?
I think that he's the jerk. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, I think that what other people do isn't really part of anyone else's business. I think even if they had decided that he was making enough money to where she could stay home and take care of the house or whatever, that's their decision. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Right.
Or like, why would that affect anyone else? Like, that literally has no effect on anyone else's lives.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, that's great if that's what you guys want to do, and that's better. That's a better system for both of you, and you're both happy with that, and you make plenty of money. Why not? Why, like, she's supposed to work just because she's supposed to work? Like, that doesn't.
Yeah.
But you add in the health conditions and the difficulty, like a lot of days, and him saying like her health has been way better since she's been staying home.
Yeah.
Like that seems to be a really awesome system for them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why his aunt is so caught up in like in their business. I don't know.
Maybe she's jealous that she has to work, like because he said that she and his uncle both work, and then his uncle sounds like he's not a super great husband, doesn't do anything for her, or take care of her much at all.
Yeah, but it's still weird that she'd be so invested in what's happening with him. Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah, she's the jerk.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But he's not.
No, he
could have sounded off even a little bit more.
He could have said more things. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
honestly, I would. If that was happening consistently over time, I would probably just not hang out with that aunt anymore. Like, hey, if she's gonna be there, I'm just not gonna be there because she can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah.
I can't imagine sitting next to someone like that on a plane, right? Like on a Southwest plane.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, that'd be miserable.
Jeff, do you have anything to say about that?
I do. Yeah. I got a little rant about. Well, it's not about Southwest. It's just about flying in general.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put 30 seconds on the board. 30 seconds and go.
Go.
How is it 2026 and we still haven't figured out that the best way to load people onto the plane is from back to front? We always load it from front to back. First of all, like people are like, well, the people that paid more need to get their first dibs on seats. It's like, yeah, if I paid more, I want to have less time on the plane. You know what I mean? Like everyone's now doing assigned seats for the most part. Southwest is incorporating somewhat assigned seats now, and they're going to start. But I've heard they're going to test this out, loading back to front. But I know it's like bin space and all that. It's like, okay, then get the airlines to figure out how to design planes with enough bin space where every row gets their own bin or every 2 row gets their own bin. Like, figure it the frick out.
Yeah.
My goodness. It's back to front, people. Back to front. The best way to load a plane.
It's 45 seconds.
I don't care.
It was good, though. Mythbusters did some kind of testing on it. I don't know exactly what the results were, but they tested a few things. Having people go back to front, having like outside rows first, because I think what they found was when you do back to front, you still get like with people trying to put bags up in the bins, you still get bogged down by the time like 10 people get back there. There's still people waiting. Versus if you do outside rows from back to front, you only have 2 people in that row trying to get in, and then they do middle like seats and then aisle seats. Mm-hmm. But I don't know do you want to look up what the final result was of that? Mythbusters airplane loading or something? Look up when Mythbusters did an episode about airplanes and how to load them properly. What was their final thing that they found out was the best way to do it?
That's the longest Google search term I've ever heard in my life.
The fastest, most efficient method was found to be random boarding unassigned seats at about 14 minutes.
Okay, that's actually pretty accurate because in my experience, I've flown a lot for work at this job, and I've gone Southwest, and then I've done like some Delta Airlines and some American Airlines, and by far, when you have assigned seats, somehow it takes longer, even though everyone knows exactly where they freaking sit.
It's because they get their seats wrong.
No, it's not because there was.
You don't think that's the issue?
I think it's because they just take their time once they get to their seat more. I don't know what it is, but like Southwest,
They're
it's
looking
always
for their seat.
It's I guess.
Like,
Southwest, they're like it's always faster. But now
yeah,
Southwest,
but you're the one who just said it's back to front. So why are you saying it makes sense that it'd be random?
You can still do random back to front, like load the people, like give them a zone or something. Like
Gotcha.
You can pick between. I don't know.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
They said the next fastest one was window middle aisle.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Those
Yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, they just need to figure it out. Like, if they're all about efficiency and trying to get people to where they want to be on time and not have delays and all that, like, figure out how to seat people. But
Yeah, it all
Southwest has really screwed themselves with this new CEO. Like, the new president of
Yeah,
Southwest, he's like an idiot. It's like, okay, now we're going to charge for He is.
He's a CEO though.
Not for long.
Yeah, he's
because
an idiot that makes a lot of money.
I guarantee you that they're gonna get less people flying Southwest because they're
totally.
charging for bags now. They're
Yeah.
going to
Assign seating.
Assigned seats. Their ticket prices are no longer cheaper than
Right.
other
Yeah.
airlines.
Yeah,
like
right.
what's
Totally
the perk?
changed.
And their seats aren't as comfortable, and they don't offer any in-flight benefits.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you don't get free Wi-Fi. You don't get
There's no
there's no
screen
screen
on
on the
seats.
back of the seat.
Yeah.
So why would I fly your airline when I could go
Right.
to Delta? I get screen on the back of the seat. I get better snacks and
Totally.
drink service, and
Better flight experience.
better flight
altogether.
experience. The
They have
seats
better
are much
customer
more
service, yeah.
comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make any sense. Why would I fly Southwest now?
And Delta, like United, you have other perks like lounges. If you fly
Yes.
often, Southwest doesn't have any lounges,
And
right?
free Wi-Fi. You get free Wi-Fi no matter if you're
Yeah.
a rewards member or not.
And better points too. 'Cause
And
you,
better-
you
yeah.
can,
Better points.
Southwest, you can't really find a card where it's like 2 times points,
Yeah.
but you
Right.
can for
It's
the
like
other ones.
Southwest decided that they want to be Delta or United,
Just like
but
everybody
without
else.
any of
let's
the,
not really change the experience.
Right.
Let's just make
No
more money.
benefits
I just
for
want to
it.
make more
Right.
money.
Right,
off these
totally.
people.
We'll just treat it
Exactly.
like it without
Yeah.
being anything. Yeah, the only things that people liked were the random seat. You can choose your own seat
Yeah.
once you're there,
And 2 bags
and
fly
then
free.
2 bags fly free is a big deal. Yeah, so obviously they get rid of that. And I saw Southwest just had like a post on Twitter that was like it was this weird thing where they were doing like 2 different types of like awful passengers on a plane, and which one would you prefer kind of thing. The entire comment section was everyone telling them to go like F themselves.
Yeah.
for the changes. Everyone was just saying like, you guys suck. You're the
Yeah,
worst.
they are.
Yeah.
They're the worst. They're going to become the new like
Spirit.
like
or-
like Spirit or something.
Right.
Because they're
Yeah.
just like, why?
They're gonna
makes
lose a
no
ton of
sense.
money.
If you're the CEO of Southwest and you're watching this video, which I hope you are,
Screw yourself.
but honestly, you're an idiot.
Right.
Like, straight up, you're
you
an
don't
idiot.
understand what people liked about Southwest.
No.
It wasn't this
Yeah.
flying
If you wanted
experience.
to have go be the CEO of Delta or something. If you don't like what Southwest was doing, but what Southwest was doing was working.
Right.
Now it's not.
Yeah, people really
and
liked
back
that.
to like the whole 2 bags fly free. I mean, most airlines you can go to like United or Delta, and if you just have their credit card, you can have 2 bags fly free. So they're literally taking away all the benefits that you had already,
Right.
and the other airlines are including those. You just have to have a credit card with them.
I'm still not gonna fly American or United. They still suck.
I think United's fine.
Whoa.
I still.
I'm
I've
a
never
Delta
flown.
guy.
Delta's
I
by
like Delta
far
a
the
lot.
best in my opinion.
I saw some rankings of like best airlines in the U.S. and that was one of them.
Yeah,
I've
by
never
far
had a
the
bad
best
United was
experience
pretty high
with
up there.
Delta.
I've heard bad things about American, but I've never flown them.
Didn't
I
we
think
fly
I've flown-
American to Japan?
No,
Like,
that was United.
it was United.
Well,
in the States.
we had different.
Oh yeah. You're
Oh
right.
yeah,
had
I'm
different
pretty sure
flights.
we flew American.
You
We
you
were
flew
United for
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm thinking about going back to Japan this summer anyway, so we'll see which airline I
Can you
take.
take me
think-
with you?
Sure.
I think Nikki and I had. No, we had Delta. No, it was American when we went to
Delta's
Mexico
just
for
more.
our honeymoon.
Delta's the most expensive of the ones that you just named. So,
but it has
that's
the
why I
best
never.
experiences.
Yes.
That's why I never fly it. It's just because
Right.
of
Right.
price.
but when I'm flying for work,
Right. Yeah.
You're like,
Totally.
you know,
Delta.
like we had that. So here's another reason
Yeah.
Southwest is sucks.
This is why your employees can't be paid more because you choose to fly Delta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
'cause
right, yeah.
right. That's
No, but this is an experience we had with Southwest. So we went to a conference, like a leadership conference
Let's
in
hear it.
Salt Lake City.
yeah.
And on the way back, first of all, our Uber driver was an absolute moron. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he had just smoked a bunch of weed beforehand or what. He went the wrong.
Hey! I don't want to be demonetized on this episode. Rein it in.
What are you talking about? I don't know if he smoked stuff before. There you go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Good night.
He was joking. You wouldn't get demonetized for that.
All right. So anyway,
Got him all
We're not
flustered. He's totally.
We're also
He's
we'd
totally
have to
all
be
over the place
monetized in
now.
order to get
You're
demonetized.
so frustrated and flustered.
Okay, so anyway, the guy's a moron because he was driving in the wrong direction for like 20 minutes. We're trying to get to the airline, like to the airport for our flight home, and he keeps driving in the wrong direction. We're like, hey, like, where are you? What do you? Oh, I just need to turn around. And then he would just miss another exit and miss another exit. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? We're going in the. Finally, we get so when we're flipped around. Finally, we're on our way to the airport, and we all get this text from Southwest. Your airline or your flight has now been switched to, or your boarding time has now been switched to this time, and the boarding time is 5 minutes from now. And we're like,
no,
what? And we're still like 15 minutes away from the airport.
And you have to go through security and everything.
All that kind of stuff. So it's because there's like a bunch of weather, like storms moving in, and so they're trying to get us to Denver faster so that we don't miss our connection.
Yeah.
But they think we're going to miss our connection because of it. So we go. We show up and they're like already boarding. We're getting through security, but one of the girls on our team, she doesn't have TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I just
This
like,
is my wife.
It's not my wife, but I see what you're saying. No, that doesn't work that way
That's
anyway.
not my
Oh,
wife.
it doesn't matter. No, if you're over 18, you have to have your own. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna go with her because if she gets, I don't want her to get left alone.
Yeah.
And so they, like the other two guys, they go through TSA pre-check and they get on the flight.
Okay.
We have to go through regular security, and then we're running. And I mean, like Salt Lake City Airport, if you've never been there, it's I think it was like a quarter to maybe half mile from the security checkpoint to our gate. I mean, it's forever.
Yeah.
So we're running, and she has like really bad asthma. So like she's like,
oh no.
I'm just like, just get on the suitcases, I'll push you, like like all this kind of stuff. We get up to them right as they're closing the door, and we're like, sorry, we're here. Like, sorry, we just closed the door. We're not letting anybody else on the plane. And we sit there and watch them for another like 20 minutes, just sit there, and they don't move. Like they're not leaving. They just wouldn't let us on there. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Once they close the plane doors, they can't just open it again.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. But anyway, so we don't get on there. And so we're like, well, what are we supposed to do now? Like, why would, first of all, Southwest, why would you change my flight earlier just because you're afraid I might not make your connection when it's literally that close? Like you're saying, oh, I hope you're not on the way to the airport. I hope you're already there 4 hours early so that you can get on this airplane that takes off in 5 minutes. Like that's the worst kind of experience. And then second of all, they're like super unhelpful once that happens. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. So we just canceled our flight and we just hopped on a Delta flight that was just direct, and we got home before they did.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's nice.
It was awesome. So, and again, better flight
Delta.
experience, had a screen to watch, like everything.
Yeah. Right, everything's way better.
Screw you, Southwest.
Yeah,
The worst.
Let them have it.
The worst.
I had
Swab is.
Yeah, honestly though, if your company's paying for it, Delta, baby.
Yeah.
Well, we have we're thinking about switching from Southwest business account to a Delta business account because of all
they have a
this.
business.
Wow.
account.
Yeah.
Do
might
it.
as well.
Do it. Get that business lounge.
Yeah.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. I have a story. It's probably not as energetic as yours, but I was on a business trip, and coming back, it was a week-long event. I was so tired, and I ordered my Uber to go to the airport. And I was going by myself, and it was just the cheapest one, economy. But guess what pulls up? A Honda Pilot, a brand new one. I was like, this is about to be the best half-hour ride to the airport ever. And I go, open up the door, put my stuff in, and then someone runs up to the car and is like, hey, are you with this company? And I'm like, I know you were here. You were at the event. Like, can I ride with you? I don't want to miss my flight.
No.
And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And like, what do you say? No, you can't say that because she knows that I work there. Like,
yeah, that's when you put your AirPods in and then you just zone out in the car.
I wasn't even all the way in the car yet.
I know. That's why you get in the car, you put your AirPods in, and then just act like you're sleeping.
So she jumped in and talked the entire ride. It was so freaking annoying. It was the worst.
Yeah. At the end of an event, like I'm just ready. I don't know about you guys. When you travel, are you the kind of people when you get to the end of the trip, the last day, when you know it's the day to go home, you're just over it and you just want to be home?
Yeah.
That's how I was in like even Florida, because our flight wasn't until later in the afternoon, and everybody's saying, let's go do stuff in the morning. I'm like, I don't want to. I just want like the day of traveling back home. All I want to do is travel back home. So anytime I travel, when I went to Miami with the girls, we're going to get on the first flight we can in the morning, because I'm not doing the whole let's go find something to do all day and then go to the airport later. I just want to get home on the last day.
That's I mean, so that's my gripe with business trips is with this one specifically, they did a half day on the final day and then people travel home. And that's really crappy for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think just if you're a business and you have like, especially if it's a 4-day trip, just have those first 3 days, have some stuff going on, and the last day just travel.
Go home.
Oh, you think that's bad? We always fly home at like midnight. We'll go 3 or 4 full days, and then we'll go on the very last flight out of Nashville home. It's always 10:50 p.m. And the last time we went, it got delayed, and we didn't take off till midnight. I didn't get home till 3
Dude.
in the morning.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's the worst.
Is that on
pretty
a
rough.
Thursday or
Driving-
Friday?
It was on a Sunday night
Yeah.
because the conference was Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That sucks. 'Cause
Sunday.
then your whole weekend's gone.
And that's
Well,
like,
Yeah, try driving home at
Right.
2:30 a.m.
I have.
Right.
It's pretty
Yeah.
miserable. It's pretty miserable. Trying
That's-
not to fall
When you've
asleep.
been up all day.
Yes.
yeah. I feel like I'm pretty similar where I'm like apathetic on the last day. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
do you want to go? Like, do you want to do this or whatever? It's like, I don't care.
I mean,
Let's
you guys,
just-
you
let's
guys
just
saw
go.
how uninterested I was in doing anything on the way back from Florida that last day when we were trying to
Yes.
figure out where to go to lunch. I was pissed.
You were super mad.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, can we just pick a freaking place to go eat? And what do you want to eat? Let's this place or this place. And it's 100 degrees
You're
outside.
always like that though.
Well, and
No,
here's
I'm
the
not.
thing.
To an extent.
I
Jeff
wasn't like
then-
that the entire trip until we got to the end.
Jeff then separated with his girls to go find the place to eat from where we were at, and so then you guys had to circle around and find us.
Well, yeah, because we had to go to the bathroom or something. I think
Was
the
that
girls
it?
had to go to the bathroom, and so we. No. It was because
Is that when we were on the harbor?
Yeah.
we were on the harbor, and everybody's like, "We'll just pick from like these food vendors instead of going to a restaurant."
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find one that has mac and cheese, so that 'cause
Right.
that's my girls, they don't want a burger, they want mac and cheese. So I'm like walking around, and then I come back, and you guys aren't there anymore. I'm like, "Where'd everybody go?" And we walk all the way down and up this hill to go to this one restaurant. I'm like, actually, I think I want this, and I'm just like, "Can we just pick a freaking restaurant?"
Yeah.
And then we pick a restaurant. It wasn't even that good.
No, it wasn't that good. But that,
I thought it was okay.
It was. I mean, it was okay.
yeah.
AJ's on the board.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
AJ's on the
In
boardwalk.
Destin.
But I feel like my apathy is a lot worse on like road trips because it's the last day coming home. It's like I just want to go straight home.
100%.
We're not stopping. Like
I
this
can't
is-
deal
yeah,
with the indecisiveness.
Ashley's
Yeah.
dad is like that too on the last day. He just and maybe not actually on the travel day too there. He's not that bad, but on the way back, we came back from Panama City Beach, Florida. It's like a 17-hour drive, and he did it in one day.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's like, I just want to be home. I don't care if we get home at midnight or 2.
Right.
Like I want to be home.
Yeah.
I kind of understand that splitting that long of a road trip up into like 2 days when you're just exhausted for 2
Right.
days instead of one.
Dad and I did it.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
did. Well, you guys did it in 2 days though, right? Or
Yeah,
did you-
both times. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different when you don't have like when it's just you and dad or like just you yourself. It's way different. When you have kids, man.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, and I wasn't worried about work because I was on leave since
Right.
we had Kylie.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but Nikki, she's told me like her dad, whenever they went on road trips, he would just drive at night. He'd be like, all right, yeah, let's leave at like 9
I
p.m.
know.
I don't want
I'm just going to
that,
drive
yeah.
all the way through the night. You guys
I
sleep.
know other people like that too.
People who
I-
do it say that they love it.
Yeah, my buddy Rodney would always do that whenever he
Yeah.
would come back from Memphis to visit or whatever.
It makes
he would
zero
always
sense
drive
to
at
me.
night. He was like, "Yeah, I leave at like 10 at night, and then I just drive through the night and get home
With
at like
kids
6
or by
a.m."
himself?
No, it's just by himself.
Oh, well, that's different.
Well, yeah, I understand that's
But
different.
yeah, you're
like,
also
I
avoiding
don't want-
traffic and everything else.
100%.
Feels like
And when you have kids, they can just
Yeah.
sleep through it.
Right.
But you're at a higher risk of hitting animals on the highway.
Totally.
Also, if something goes wrong with your car, things are closed. Like you
Jeff,
have
it
all those
happens. You
things.
can hit an animal on a when
Yeah.
you're on a road trip. There's so much like middle
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Do you
driving.
not know anyone that's hit an animal on the highway?
I know no one that has ever hit an animal on the highway.
One of my
I've heard
roommates
of
from
people.
college did.
died?
He did in his Scion IQ, I think is what it's called. It's like a smart car.
Dang.
Yeah.
He hit it with that.
Yeah.
What did he hit?
A deer.
Oh, snap.
One of
yeah.
my-
Yeah,
ready?
hitting a deer
Ready?
would be-
Ready? How much it cost to fix it? $13,000. The car was like $14,000 brand new.
They didn't total it for him? Oh,
No.
that's...
Oh, that
sucks,
sucks,
dude.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
One of my friends and his girlfriend, they were going on a trip, and they were, I can't remember exactly where they were driving to, but they had just made it into Oklahoma, and her car got struck by lightning. And it
What?
totaled on the
That's
spot.
insane.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
but,
what happens with that? Like,
I don't know. I
That'd
don't
be
know how
really
that
freaky,
works, but
right?
that would scare the crap out
So a
of me.
buddy of mine got struck by lightning, not in a car, like him on the top of a mountain got struck by lightning.
Dang.
why was he on top of a mountain?
Why did he choose to get struck
Hiking?
by lightning?
Why was he doing that?
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
you
why
hike?
would you hike? Oh my gosh, he got struck by lightning, and this was still in college, so it had been 10 years or so, but still he had a higher you know how like everybody's has some sort of current, like an electric
Yeah.
current in your body. He had a higher than normal electric current from that day forward. Like,
Can he turn lights on and off with his mind?
Yes.
Static Shock goes insane.
Yeah.
He's like rubbing his feet on the carpet. Like,
Like that, and people just pass out. Yeah, he's an evangelistic preacher now. He does that, just makes people pass out.
Power of Christ compels you.
Tells you he's slain in the spirit. Oh my gosh! I remember one time I saw, it was late at night. When I went to school in Arizona. I was late at night, and these people were online. They were selling little vials of holy water for like healing and stuff. And I was so pissed about it. I called. I called and I chewed them out.
Oh,
like
yeah?
3 a.m.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is BS. Like, this is nothing. It's just normal water you're selling people. You guys are absolute
Taking
idiots.
advantage
Like
of
taking
people,
advantage
yeah.
of people. All this.
Did you- Sorry. As we were talking about it, I was remembering when we were on the Panama trip, and Dusty was talking to us about the documentary he watched on people that were like, it was on like the Holy Spirit, and people were like talking about like the experience they were having when they were giving people the power of the Holy Spirit. And the guy that asked him like, "How do you feel?" He's like, "My nipples are really hard."
Oh yeah. And then the rest of the trip, we just kept saying, "Fwing!" Every time we would do anything, it'd be like, "Oh my gosh,
Power of the Spirit's with me today, baby.
oh my god!" Yeah.
Can you imagine being a pastor and being like, "How do you feel right now? You just accepted Jesus." My nipples are so hard, dude.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Gosh dang it.
how do you react to that? Just okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
they were
the
all
power of
about
the
it.
Spirit.
I think they were all about, because they were very, very charismatic.
Yeah.
It sounded like
Pentecostal,
anyways.
probably.
Yeah. So Vince Vaughn's sister.
I don't know why you think she's Vince Vaughn's sister, Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah,
I was
why-
asking you guys
why
earlier
you
if you guys have been,
You started that.
if you
nerd.
guys have been like following her and her story about rupturing her ACL last week, and then she, like 3 days after she ruptured her ACL, there was videos of her training already, lifting weights and doing like band web exercises.
Did you say ACL or
ACL?
ACL?
Ruptured her ACL, and she's
that's
still
insane?
They posted a video yesterday, the day before. She did her practice run at the Olympics.
Jeez.
And she looked
And
good.
she looked like, I mean, I don't
Holy
know. She
cow.
probably
Is
is
she-
in an extreme amount of pain.
Skier? Or
Skier, yeah,
okay.
downhill.
Well,
like
yeah,
Is she
slope
one
skier.
leg?
I'm
Can
sure
she do one
she's.
leg
I'm sure
down?
she's in pain because it's so recent. But eventually, like you can train and not get that fixed for a long time. Like
You
Odell
could,
Beckham
yeah.
Jr. played without his ACL. Like
Yeah,
after
you
his ACL was
could,
torn.
but you're not going to be as
no, the
effective.
stability there is awful. You can't
Yeah,
make cuts.
she's
You're
got a
basically in a
brace
straight
on
line
and everything,
And
but-
that's what I'm saying. Like
but she's
that's
making
insane
cuts.
because of how
She's
much
doing-
pressure it is for
Is it
skiing
called
like that.
slalom? Is that what it's called?
Oh gosh,
The
back and
downhill
forth.
where
No,
you're going through the
thank you.
flags and stuff.
My knees couldn't do it normally. So
Right. It's
That's
pretty
insane.
I
Well,
don't-
good luck to Vince Vaughn's sister. Hopefully,
I
she
don't
goes
have,
back.
I have no clue what any of it's called.
But
I
you
have
know what I'm
slalom.
talking
I have
about, right?
never been skiing.
Slalom is where I.
You go through the flags.
Oh
and
yeah,
like
where you're slaloming.
But you're
yeah,
going,
yeah, you're slaloming down
but you're
the
going
hill.
like 60 miles an hour.
yeah, they go
It's-
really
yeah.
fast. Yeah.
So that's insane to me.
So she's still gonna do it.
Good luck,
Good
Lindsay.
for her. Yeah. Go for gold.
You're probably gonna see this.
Yeah.
So good luck,
I wonder if her brother will be there.
Vince.
Vince? Probably. So Nikki and I were getting ready to have our second kiddo. I know I talked about this.
We
kinda
already
last
talked about this
week.
last
Yeah,
week.
we talked
Shut
about
up.
this last week. But there's a story from when Nikki was giving birth to her first kiddo that was.
I don't know if I want to hear this.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Does Nikki know you're about to share this?
It's pretty graphic. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have a story too. I'll tell mine after yours.
Okay, sounds good. I haven't told any. I don't think I've told you guys this. I haven't. I don't know how many people I've told at all. Maybe like one person.
Just tell me the story, please.
But I remember.
Just
Well,
say
if I
the
think, who
story.
did I tell?
Shut up, dude.
So I remember when we got there and we were like finally like settled in. Nikki, like the goal is she wanted to see if she could do it without an epidural. Like she was gonna see if she could do it.
very
She'd been
brave.
kind of training for it and stuff like that.
Is that
And
brave?
so yeah, it is brave. It's very
That's very
brave.
brave. To
I
try
couldn't
to do
do
that
it.
without an epidural? Well, physically, that's correct. You can't.
Yeah. I could probably still
Keep
get an
going, sorry.
epidural. But anyways, since she was like not getting an epidural, it was like my help was much more needed, like than you'd think normally. And when we started, I was trying to help her out, and she was like, "What would really help me?" Because it was like 1 a.m, we hadn't slept, and she was like, "What would really help me is if you just like tried to take a nap." She's like, "I'm going to need you later when the pain actually gets worse." She's like, "I can kind of handle it right now." And I was like, "No, I want to be there. I want to help you." And she like was pretty persistent. She's like, "No, I need you to be at 100% when I'm like in a lot of pain to help me." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
So I laid down on the couch, couldn't sleep obviously because my heart's
Right,
like,
yeah. There's no
going so
way.
fast. And then like the nurse came in after like 20 minutes of me laying there not sleeping, and I'm not kidding you, she had apparently it had gotten worse for Nikki and she hadn't told me. And so the nurse like came in and she was like she was talking to Nikki, just tearing me apart. She's like, "You're not supposed to be doing this alone. He's supposed to be here to help you. He's your husband. He's not supposed to be sleeping as if like he's just on some like vacation and blah blah blah." And and I'm like awake, like
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
to her tearing me apart, and I just shot up and like just walked over. I was like, "Okay, yeah, how do I help?" But it was like so embarrassing, like
Oh.
looking at me as if I'm like one of those dads or like one of the husbands that brings like a PlayStation or
Yeah.
something in and games, and I just felt like the worst.
And
husband
Nikki didn't
ever.
say no. I actually forced him to lay down.
I mean,
No, she didn't.
okay.
Wow.
She's
She-
freaking
but
going through childbirth.
She's trying to go through like all
She was a
in
little
pain.
preoccupied.
Right.
Sorry that she couldn't defend Nick.
And maybe she did, and I just didn't hear it. She was, I don't know, but
Either way, I mean, that nurse, it sounds like you guys have had a bad experience at that hospital. From when you arrived and they didn't
Yeah.
respond, they weren't even acknowledging you. And then they said,
Right.
"Did you need something?" Like, well, we're having a baby.
Right.
And then that's pretty bad.
yeah. Well, they had Folgers.
Gross.
Best part of waking up. So my story, I'll try to remember
best
what
part
it
of waking
was. What was my story?
Walking half a mile to get
Nope.
food.
Okay, mine. I remember now. So, my story. First off, I want to say this first. We had to pay for 2 childbirths for
You
Kylie.
did have 2 births.
No.
Wait,
for
what?
Kylie, because we went in and we were
She
doing.
birthed there twice.
We went in and Ashley was pushing, and after like an hour, we had to go and schedule a C-section. We had to go into a C-section because her shoulder and head were like wedged like this, and so they charged us for that part of the birth process and then for the C-section. So we got double whammied, which felt
That
amazing.
Sucks.
And let me just say, about a month and a half ago, and Kylie turns 1 next month. A month and a half ago, we got a bill from the hospital with additional, like $3,000 additional. And it's like,
What?
why is it like 10
Wow.
months later you're billing us still? But apparently that's normal. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyways, the story for us is we went in to do the C-section. I'm in like the waiting room because that's how it works. I'm like waiting back while they're getting things set up in the operating room. And I can hear people out in the hallway like crying. And I heard the doctors like mentioning she's just losing so much blood. And I know it's not Ashley because they just wheeled her back.
Right.
And I know that there are people talking about like, we have to make a decision. And the husband's crying like, I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. I'm going to stay here. She's like, no, you need to be with the kids. Like, I'll be fine. But the wife who's saying that is sounding like so exhausted and like drained. Like, no, you just need to go with them. And just like, they need you to. And it was like, so they were going through it and just hearing the doctor say like, she's just losing so much blood. I go into the operating room. They get started. And one of those nurses comes in. And like our anesthesiologist is standing next to me. She comes in and she's like, she's saying like, yeah, she keeps losing more and more blood. It's getting bad. And Ashley's eyes are just like going like this. And I'm like, it's not you. It's not you. It's someone else. I heard. And our anesthesiologist is like, yes, please don't talk about this in front of her. Like, it's not you. Everything is totally normal with yours. They're talking about someone else.
Right.
And I'm just like, holy crap. Have a little awareness.
Yeah,
No joke.
Golly.
So that was my story.
Dude, that would be rough. Yeah.
But,
dude, that would scare the crap. Even knowing it's someone else, I'm like, oh, I'd be terrified.
yeah. But like, had I not heard it, I probably would have been freaking out too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in ours, Nikki did end up getting an epidural because, like, obviously it's just so painful to go through trial.
Yeah.
And she wasn't progressing at all because she was in so much pain that her body was so tense.
Yeah.
So she needed to be relaxed. So she got the epidural, but then it had been like an hour or something like that since having the epidural. And we hear a woman in the room next to us screaming bloody murder. And first thing Nikki and I do is we look at our nurse and like, please tell me she didn't have an epidural. And she was like, she didn't. This lady, she had been trying to not have it, but she ended up deciding she wanted one, but it was too late.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's the
the
thing.
risk. That's the risk. I'm glad Nikki was able to get it.
Right, get it earlier
yeah.
on. And when the nurse told her, she's like, look, it's been like 5-6 hours and you haven't progressed at all. Your body just is not relaxing.
Yeah.
I think it's time for the epidural.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know how women do it, man. It's
So I think
horrible.
Ashley's friend Shelby, she did no epidural. I don't know for how many, but
Jeez.
I just don't like. That's like the absolute.
some people are just built different.
Well, I think that's the hard part is
women.
like I think women who get an epidural, like especially if they were trying not to, end up feeling like a sense of like failure, stuff like that. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
dude, you just
yeah,
birthed
and
a baby.
It's the same.
Like-
It's the same for like getting a C-section too. You have
Yeah.
that like, well, it wasn't the same. Like,
Right.
did I not do what I was supposed to? Like, there's a lot of doubt there, and there shouldn't be. Like, that's
shouldn't
just
be.
that's not the
Right.
proper way to think about
Yeah, have
it.
you guys seen like the diagrams of like what women's bodies like internally the organs look like while
Yeah.
they're pregnant? They get like
Yeah.
shoved and dispersed everywhere.
Yep.
Like
I mean, you just
the
you
baby.
don't take what happened in 24 hours. Like, if plans didn't go the way you wanted them to,
Right.
don't forget about what you did for 9 freaking months.
Totally.
Carrying and growing a human being
Right.
that we physically can't do.
Right. When even like thinking about the other week, Nikki was like sick and wasn't very hungry, but then anything she would eat or consume, the baby's taking. So
Yeah.
it's just like no energy at all.
Also, it's just super weird how like anytime Ashley would brush her teeth, she's like her body's trying to puke. And then the second the baby's out of her body, none of that.
Right.
Just like, what the heck? It's so
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Hormone levels, man.
I know. It's just
It is nuts.
how everything changes.
Yeah.
And then like you're nursing and hormones change. You stop nursing, hormones change. Like everything is just so out of whack.
Totally.
It's like a 2-3 year ordeal after the birth.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. When you were talking about like everything, like the cost of, of childbirth and
Yeah.
you guys getting like double charged essentially, like the health, the system, the way it's set up just sucks so much.
Yep.
Nikki got fired from her job because they decided to remove her position from the company. And she's a nurse, and so it's not like she can't find another job. There's always jobs available for nurses. But she got fired literally right after we found out that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And we had one appointment
Yeah.
before she started her next job. And then we went in and like she was supposed to have so much leave and disability and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after, it was like right after we had the baby, we got a call in the hospital to tell Nikki, hey, by the way, we realized that you had an appointment before starting benefits with this company, so we're treating it as a pre-existing condition, and your disability is being cut like almost like in half. And we're like, oh, cool, that's good, yeah, thanks. Like that's awesome.
Yeah,
Love
it's so freaking messed up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, then I'm not paying. Give me all my premium back that I've paid.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me
totally.
everything back.
Well, you
Right.
could always just be like Jim Gaffigan and his wife and have the babies at home. Did you ever see his bit on that?
Yeah.
We
he
had
talked
all of
about
our
that.
babies at home because we believe in witchcraft.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that would be so tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, not that inherently think that that's like wrong. My fear of like having a home birth is like, what if something goes wrong and you need immediate medical attention?
Yep.
Yeah.
It would just be really scary for me.
Yes, it would.
Because Nikki and I talked about it briefly, and I was like, it just terrifies me so much.
Yeah.
I think it's messed up that they would treat it that way because think about me having eczema and taking Dupixent. If I switch companies and then switch insurance, they're not going to say that's a pre-existing condition and not cover it. Like, well, your other place was because I guess it's ongoing though. But it's just messed up that they can pick and choose that crap.
Yeah, and because
it also makes me worried. Like when I lost my job back like a few months ago, someone else that was like on my team, she was like 8 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, so she was getting close to her due date. It's like, what problems what issues is she going to run into with insurance?
Totally. When I talked to Dad about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I think that's illegal. I don't think they can do that. But you would spend more money fighting the legal battle than you would get
And
back
they know that.
from it, and they know it, so they can get away with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, back to the system's just so messed up.
Right.
They do whatever they want, and they know that they can outpay you in any kind of legal battle. So they'll just leave you dry.
And even if they lose on like 1 or 2 people where they're doing that, they've won on like thousands and thousands. So it doesn't matter.
They just get away with it. Right. It is what it is.
Stupid.
It's cool. It's great.
Let's start our own insurance company.
Let's do it. I saw this kind of funny video recently of these guys. It was a podcast, and they were talking about all the, you guys know, like the really bad shows like 911, NCIS, like cops and stuff like that.
Yep.
And there's a reference for it that I hadn't heard before, but that I really like. They called it boomer slop. It just feels like so accurate the way they were talking about, they're like, just think about it. All the ways that like all the people you're going to buy a home from someone, and you're trying to get a home for like $1 million that has like 3-bed, 2-bath, and the person sitting inside there waiting to reap the benefits of their house going up so much is just a boomer watching 911. Like they're just sitting in there.
Like,
really
this
funny.
is so realistic, this show.
Right. But I just don't understand how those shows last. Those shows are so terrible.
It's a generational thing.
Yeah.
I think you just have shows that get stuck with, like, they would never understand SpongeBob
Or Community.
Community. They would never understand Rick and Morty. There's there's generations. We were talking about this the other day at work. Shows that when you grew up that were banned in your household that your parents didn't let you watch.
Yeah.
So I told them, like, Power Rangers for us for a long time was banned because we were too violent afterwards. Like, we would start trying to jump off This is probably when you guys were littler.
Yeah, I had to
but
be
Jacob and I would like try jumping off the couch, like kicking each other, and like mom's like, "That's it, we're not watching this. You guys get too violent." Blah 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 blah. But then other people were saying how there was actually a lot of people in the room that said SpongeBob was banned for them. Growing up.
Yeah.
And then one girl said, "Yeah, SpongeBob was banned, but my parents let me watch Ren and Stimpy." And because they thought, it's Nickelodeon, it should be fine. Ren and Stimpy was messed up. Like, that show was
messed up.
super messed up. But parents were
Wasn't
like,
SpongeBob Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it was. But for some reason, people
I think parents just were annoyed by SpongeBob's voice.
Probably.
Like, how stupid it was. They're like,
we're going to ban SpongeBob. We're going to ban, this or that. But then we'll let you watch.
Well, think about, like, I remember watching Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yes.
That
show scared the
was
crap
crazy.
out of me.
Yes.
It was so
terrifying.
scary.
Yeah.
It was messed up.
It was a horror show for kids.
It
I
really
don't know
was.
how.
Cartoon Network had some, like, weird shows, bro.
R.I.P. They're non-existent, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore, right?
I don't know.
I think they just,
shame.
I don't know, but like Adult Swim was on Cartoon Network just at night. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, I don't
They
know if
could've
they
just
just
had
got
their own
absorbed
thing,
into
just-
something.
Well,
I
they're
don't know.
owned by TBS.
Right.
So maybe they just started something else. But yeah, it was thinking about, was there other shows that mom and dad banned for you guys growing up? Like mine was, my biggest one was.
we would always
South Park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, South Park.
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
We would always watch MXC.
Yeah,
What was
MXC.
What was it? Most Extreme Sport? Most Extreme.
Yeah,
What was it?
something. But yeah,
It was.
Like just.
It was.
It's
was
like
it a
Wipeout.
Japanese-
You
was
think
it a,
like
was it
Wipeout,
a
but
Japanese
was
like
Oh,
Wipeout?
Japanese
okay, yeah, yeah,
Wipeout.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they had like commentator.
like
yeah,
dubbed
they would
over.
It
dub
was
over
all
it.
dubbed over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super inappropriate.
Super inappropriate.
Super
But it was
inappropriate
really people
stuff.
were getting destroyed all the time. It was
Yeah.
so
But
funny.
mom and dad banned
Yeah.
that for you guys? Or
No,
you
it was
guys
on.
watched
It was
that?
on. We would watch it later at night when mom and dad went to bed. I don't think they knew it existed.
It was such
It
a
was
good
a weird.
show,
I
though.
remember you guys watching that.
It was so
And-
good. Jacob loved it. I think that
Yeah.
was Jacob was like the first person to show me.
Yeah, and then mom and dad didn't ban it, but whose line was it anyway? Or whose line is it anyway?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
I
good.
think that's
was
one of
really
those
good.
shows where like they like the humor and they're adults, and so like we started. They're like, whatever. I really want to watch this. I don't. At the time,
not that
we
bad,
weren't
yeah.
recording it, so
Yeah.
I can't watch it later, and they're awake. Oh well,
Yeah.
I'll let them.
Well, it's funny because they would like not let you guys watch Power Rangers or whatever, but dad showed me Spaceballs when I was like in 4th grade or something like that.
I still to
and
this day
mom
have
was
never
like,
seen that
"Why are
movie."
you showing him this?"
see
and
your
dad was like,
Schwartz is as
"It's
big as
G.
mine."
It's rated G." But there's like
Oh, yeah,
language
back in
and
the-
super inappropriate.
Oh yeah, back in the
but-
day, G and PG
the
was.
Schwartz,
Right.
and it's just like
I mean,
Right.
Sandlot PG.
Right, yeah.
Definitely language in that movie.
Totally.
yeah.
Other 90s movies that are rated PG were, I mean, they got
Yeah.
away with some stuff.
Yeah.
They got
You-
away with some stuff.
You haven't watched Spaceballs?
I've never seen Spaceballs.
All right, that's our next movie.
It is good.
Next movie night.
I've
we're gonna
always
watch
heard it's
it
really good.
together.
I just, for
It's
whatever
so
reason, I've never
funny.
seen
It's
it.
just,
Yeah,
it's just
we're gonna
makes
watch
fun
it
of
together.
Aren't
stuff.
they making a Spaceballs too?
I doubt
I
it.
don't know.
I think they are.
The main guy in there, who was also in like Honey I Shrunk
Yeah.
the Kids, Honey I Shrunk Ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you know like he just randomly stopped acting because his wife
Yeah.
died and he wanted to take care of his kids
Yeah.
and like be a
Isn't
better
that
dad.
crazy?
What a
yeah,
good guy.
it's so sad. Good for him. Like, good for him doing it.
What's
It's
his
just
name?
So sad.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Spaceballs 2 coming out in 2027.
Boom, told you.
Wow, I'm gonna watch that.
Toy Story 5's coming out this summer, I think.
Is he in it?
Rick Moranis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis?
Sorry. Oh
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was also the dad and the coach in Little Giants. Did you remember
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
movie?
Oh,
Honey,
that's
I
such
Shrunk
a
the
good show.
Kids.
Yeah,
Good-
Honey, I Shrunk
good
the Kids,
movie.
Little Giants.
Yeah.
Great movies. He was a great actor. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
he did a lot of really
he
good
stopped at
stuff.
his peak, but
Yes,
good
he
on
did.
him to do that with
Yeah.
because his family needed him.
It would be
Heartbreaking.
so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think he's going to
Dark
be back.
helmet.
We should invite him on the podcast
He
sometime.
is back in it.
Yeah, they
I'm
won't
sure
have
he'll
John
join.
Candy though.
Mm,
Yeah. Did you guys watch the documentary on John Candy?
no.
It was really good.
Who's John Candy?
You don't remember John Candy? For
I
real?
don't think I watched the documentary, but I saw a clip where
So-
like they said like he basically never like, he just ad-libbed everything in most of his roles.
He did a lot of ad-libbing, but it was they just said he was just so joyful and was really good, like just a really good all-around dude. But he had a lot of like struggles from like the way he grew up and all that. John Candy was the main actor. I don't know if you've ever seen Uncle Buck. He's the main actor.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the guy in
in Home Alone.
Home Alone that
2.
yeah,
where
that's
he's
like we'll give you a
the
ride.
band.
The band. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I heard like
him.
Sheboygan. You know that
That
guy.
was in the
That was
first
in-
one.
Yeah.
So
That
that's
was in the first Home Alone.
Yeah, and
Was
then
that the
he's
first?
also
Yeah,
No.
because second one he's in
Oh,
New York.
oh, yeah,
he's
you're
also
right.
the coach in Cool Runnings, the bobsled team
Oh,
coach.
yeah.
that's John
I know.
Candy.
Yeah, I know all that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
That I heard in Home Alone, he like basically did all his scenes in one day. He like flew in, did all his scenes, and then left. Like,
Yeah.
he was just really quick and good.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he was very good. But yeah, the documentary was really good on him.
He's like a solid guy.
Yeah, but they
guy.
just said he was great, especially with kids. They said he was really good with kids on the set.
Yeah,
You always like to hear that, like people that you think are good people,
Right,
and then
that
you hear
are-
that they actually
they
are.
actually are. Like, thank goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in to Not Our Finest Hour. Give us a like, a follow on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts at. We'd love for you to follow us and stay tuned for more great content. We'll see you next time.